Here we have an Asus laptop that came in for no power. We already disassembled the board, as you see here. And let's read what the customer wrote. I had someone look at it and said it's a bad MOSFET in the power line. The customer has a scientist friend who told him it's a bad MOSFET on the power line. That scientist friend could not replace the MOSFET for him, but he just knew it's a bad MOSFET. Let's take a look and see if that scientist is correct. We're going to start with the DC jack, the one you see here. And on this model, if you flip the board, we have two MOSFETs here. We're going to measure to see if we have a short. And we should measure right over here. And we do have a short. A short on the MOSFET does not mean the MOSFET is bad. It's very rare that a shorted MOSFET is caused by the MOSFET itself. If we measure between source and gate, very good. And if we measure between source and gate here, very good. A short on the MOSFET. What is the problem? What we're going to do is inject voltage on the shorted area of the MOSFET, and we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera and see what gets hot on the board. The thermal camera will pinpoint us to the problem. Okay, so I'm injecting voltage right now, and I see 1.8 amps being drawn by the board. But I'm not able to locate where the heat spot is coming from. The reason is the short may be coming from back of the board or front of the board. I'm currently on back of the board, so we have to flip the board while injecting voltage at the shorted area of the MOSFET. So let's do it now. It's a little bit awkward holding the board, the voltage injection probe, and the thermal camera. And look at this. Look at this. We see a heat spot, a very visible heat spot right over here. Right over here. Let's go under the microscope and see what is getting hot. Right there. Right there. It's probably this guy here. Let's go ahead and desolder the cap. But before we desolder the capacitor, in case we have any scientists in the comments that may complain, how come you did not measure the capacitor for a short before removing the capacitor? So let's go ahead and do it to save the world from complaints. We have a short. Add some flux here, and we're going to use our hot tweezers, and we may not need hot air. The cap is out. And we're going to grab a replacement capacitor right over here, and the job is done. Let's measure the capacitor now. Make sure we do not have a short. If we measure here, no short. Ground here, and no short. That's it, the job is done. I'm going to give this to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back to finish the video. Big Boss is reassembling the laptop, and let's hope for the best. Oh, I do see a lot right there. We want to see it come on because a keyboard backlight is not enough. Oh, right there. Right there. Laptop is working, and like always, Big Boss is the man. Alright, so that's it. The job is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.